Hello, you're listening to the Two Piece Podcast, where two very different people compare and contrast their top fives on a variety of topics. Today, Steph and I are talking about our top 5 least favorite chores. Washing the dishes, vacuuming, mowing the lawn, raking leaves. Today, you're going to find out what we weirdly like and absolutely hate. And also, we're going to head back in time to the 1880s and meet Josephine Cochrane, the woman who invented the modern-day dishwasher. Back then, she was quoted saying how much she hated washing dishes. The difference is that she did something about it. All that and more to come on this episode of the Two Piece Podcast. Let's go. Action! So we're on a movie set now.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. Hey, it's the Two Piece Podcast. My name's Alex. What's your name?
Alex.
You are just a little agent of chaos today, Steph.
Agent of chaos.
You're an agent of chaos.
Can I be a minion?
Sure, you want to be a minion? That's
a little
fine.
Yellow minion?
Steph is acting so different today. I welcome this change.
Well, earlier you said that I didn't hurt your feelings, but my sass was unexpected.
You love the word sass. Yeah, she made this like, not often, but I do sometimes make a little bit harsher jokes to Steph. And sometimes she's okay with them and sometimes she's not. But today she did that to me and I'm like, whoa, that's what it feels like?
And then I was like, do I need to apologize?
No, she needed to apologize.
He's like, no, I just didn't expect that.
Like if you were always, right, I mean, I totally deserve it. It's fine. I just wasn't expecting it, right? So bring it on. It was just inconsistent from what you usually do.
Well,
that's all.
You gotta expect the unexpected.
We are all over the place. Steph, what's our topic this week for the Two Piece Pod?
My name is actually Steph, by the way. It's not Alex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Today, the topic is top 5 least favorite chores.
Yeah, I'm really excited to do this one.
Yeah. So we are a week late. 2 weeks late.
Yeah, but that's fine. We have another one coming out the very next week. We'll right back on schedule.
Well,
and for those listening later, it doesn't matter.
Well, check out our Instagram because we are late because we were traveling.
Yes. That's a great place to plug our socials anyway, because we got some cool...
You don't have to call out why I did the plug. It was just a creative way to plug it.
I was literally just saying we can plug our socials. So, the Two Piece Pod on Instagram. You can also follow the Two Piece Podcast on Facebook, and you can also find us on YouTube as well, where these videos are being posted. So yeah, if you want to see our Arizona trip, Steph has... She's putting some of those together, and by the time you're listening to this, at least one is out. And a couple other videos, too, so...
Well, we're also on TikTok, but right now, when we're recording this, the only one that is up is on Instagram because Alex just shared the other accounts with me tonight. So I'm going to try to post those in the next couple of days, the videos on the other accounts.
In other words, social plug, go follow us there. That means a whole lot. But I want to talk about, really quick, before we get into this topic and who suggested it and everything, I want to talk about our last topic that we did last time, which was our favorite theme songs. Go back and listen to that if you haven't done that. We actually got a comment on that one. So if you leave a comment or kind of continue the conversation with us during our episodes, we will give you a shout out in the next one. So on that episode, we got a response from Pinata Time, who talked about his favorite theme song. So he said, as far as I go, Corner Gas has a really good theme song. I was like, what's Corner Gas? It's a show about a gas station in the middle of nowhere. Oh, sorry. It's a story of a gas station in the middle of nowhere town. And I think lyrically and musically it fits the vibe. So you and I need to listen to that and see if it fits the vibe of a gas station in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, that was his little...
Where do you watch that?
I don't know. We'd have to find out. But anyway, there's a show called Corner Gas, and that is Pinata's favorite theme song.
That's interesting. Okay, we'll have to look it up.
We should look it up. But this episode, right, our top 5 least favorite chores.
Is this our first least favorite?
No. No, we've done other least favorites. I can't think offhand, but we have.
Because this is our podcast of top 5 favorite.
No, just top 5. So it can be top 5 anything.
Well, I just don't remember a lot of least favorites.
We don't have as many of that, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah. We have pet peeves.
Yeah, but top 5 pet peeves, not like least.
But it's still a negative topic.
Pet peeves. Yeah, I don't know. We just haven't had very many least.
Thank you for the observation,
That's
Steph.
all.
You are
You're
so weird today. The wonderful Casey suggested this topic for us. So thank you, Casey.
Yes, thank you, Casey. We will see you next week.
Well, Steph, you're really dating these episodes all of a sudden. You're talking about if you do it right now, there's a video out, and all this and that. No,
Yeah.
that's not how this works.
Yeah, it is.
We want this to be listenable for years to come.
Look, I'm just saying because I'm going to do the best I can to get them
You're
out.
so weird today. Anyway, thank you, Casey. If you have a top 5 suggestion, it could be top 5 least, top 5 favorites, top 5 whatevers. Tell us, and we'll give you a shout out if yours is randomly polled for the next episode. We've dwindled on long enough, but I do want to mention this. Chores for us, right? Some of the things that people would consider chores, I don't think, like we kind of like, you know?
Yeah.
Cleaning, for example. You and I both kind of like cleaning.
Yeah, kind of.
Not always. There's going to be times, I guess, when you don't
It depends.
want to clean. But, like, for me, I definitely like to clean, and it feels good to do it. You know, so there's certain things that people are going to be thinking about with their own personal lists where they're like, yeah, I hate this chore. I hate doing it. And we've obviously got our own today. But I thought that was kind of an interesting point because there's not a lot of people I know that really enjoy cleaning. But every time I dedicate time to clean, I'm like, yes, it's cleaning time. Let's get it done.
Yeah. I don't love cleaning, but I like the feeling of having it done and then the feeling of like when it's done and you're like, oh, everything is clean.
So I kind of spoke for us when I should have just spoken for me. Because I just love it, period. I love the act of it.
I don't like doing it. I like the feeling of things being clean and then the sense of like I accomplished something and I feel like things are clean.
Okay. Well, I guess I wanted to... That's fair. Because I know for me, I love putting on the headphones, listening to music or whatever, and just cleaning. I just like the whole experience.
I clean in silence.
That is disturbing. She cleans in silence. She gets the job done that way, nice and quiet.
You know me.
Steph, do you know what else we're going to be talking about today? We're also going to be diving in during our top 5s, exchanges back and forth. We're going to be talking about the woman who invented the modern-day dishwasher.
Ooh, how interesting.
And her story. And the funny part about her story is that she invented the dishwasher exactly for the reason we all probably think she did. And it was because she hated washing dishes.
I hate washing dishes too.
Well, now that we talked about the things that we do like, the cleaning a little bit, I guess, let's dig into the negative stuff. Let's do it.
Okay.
Our top 5 least favorite chores. You go first. I think I know what your number... No, I don't know what your number 1 is, actually. I think you'll know my list better than I know yours.
You do?
Yes, because I'm more vocal about stuff in general. Like, I just feel like I'm more vocal about things like I really like or things I really don't like than you are. You're less vocal about it. So I feel like I don't quite know all the chores that you really don't like to do. But we all got them.
Yeah.
So, by the way, everybody, tell us yours in the comments anywhere you're at. If you're on YouTube, do it there. We'll probably ask you that question on Spotify, too, or Apple or whatever. So feel free to message us about that. Tell us what your least favorite chore is, and we'll give you a shout-out next episode.
You know what? Can we kick this off a little different way?
Okay.
Okay. Let me just ask a surprise question.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Okay.
Look at you.
A little bonus question here.
Okay.
Okay. What is your favorite chore? If we had the list reversed, top 5 favorite chores, what would be your toppest top chore favorite?
That I actually like that I actually look forward to do?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of chores that I just tolerate. Like, this is fine. And it's not on my list,
your
obviously.
favorite chore to do. Favorite.
Can it be in any quantity? Like, meaning...
That's too much of a question.
Meaning, like, say this is a chore...
a bonus question that there's not that much thought put into this question. So...
Well, there sounded like there's a lot of thought that seemed like it. So I guess I'll give it a no-thought answer then.
Yeah. That's...
Probably...
expected.
Well, you know what? Honey, I wish I could say it, but I can't because it's kind of part of one of my answers for least favorite as a contrast. So I don't want to give it away.
What?
It's gonna make fine. I'll just say it. I'll ruin one of my topics.
No, just forget it. We'll do the bonus question.
What about you?
At the end.
What's your favorite?
Well, I'm not going to answer if you're not going to answer.
Okay,
we'll
fine.
We'll just do it at the end. We'll do it at the end. How about that? Would that make you happy?
Because probably my favorite one to do is going to be kind of surprising, and I want to throw it in our lists.
All right.
That's a great question. Okay, let me think of another one really fast.
No.
Oh, I got it.
This is a mess. It's a mess.
I know it is. It never is until this episode. But vacuuming. I really enjoy vacuuming.
That's your favorite.
I'm saying it's one of my favorites.
Okay.
I like seeing the lines when I'm done vacuuming. It makes me feel clean.
You're a good vacuumer.
And thank you.
Yeah, I always can tell when you vacuum because you can see you do really well to make sure the lines show up.
Yeah, I like the lines. Just like with if you mow a big lawn,
yeah,
you see the lines. I like it. It's not. I wouldn't say it's my all-time favorite because I don't really know what my all-time favorite is, but it's up there for sure. I really enjoy it. I enjoy the feeling of it, the feeling of getting things clean in my carpet. So now, what's yours?
Okay. Well, earlier you said the lady who invented the dishwasher, and I said, "Oh, I hate washing dishes." That's actually my favorite.
Like
that was just a response I had. I love hand washing dishes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like most people would not say that.
No, I love it. I don't know. Like my hands would get so dry, but I love it. I love like you wash it in the other sink on the left-hand side first to not put it in the soapy water yet. You get all that gross food off first. You wash it off there. And then once it's like you have like a pre-clean, then you put it in the soapy water and you like swish it around in there with a sponge and get it super, super clean. And then you rinse it off and then you put it on the drying towel. And then you have to dry it off and get it all shiny and sparkly and clean. And then you can put it away and you feel so accomplished.
I was so hoping you would describe how to wash dishes.
I know you.
For those of you who didn't know.
I know.
Wendy's is hiring, by the way. So if you need the Wendy's down the street, so they need a dishwasher.
No, you know what happens to me every time I go to Wendy's? Every single time I go through the drive-thru. No, every time I go through the drive-thru, every single time, there's the car in front of me leaves and they throw that pan. There's a pan at like I don't know how to explain this.
Where is
like
this
a cookie sheet, like a cookie sheet, like a cookie sheet that goes in the oven, and they put it outside the drive-thru window and they bang the corner on the ground. Like they lean out the drive-thru window, bang the corner on the ground, and then they like pull back in the drive-thru window.
I have no idea what you just described, and it's okay.
You don't understand?
No.
They do that every single time I go to Wendy's, and it's right in front of me every single time.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, like, like a cookie sheet that you would like bake cookies on?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what they make on that, but every single time before I get to the window, somebody pops out of the window with holding a cookie sheet, and they lean out of the window, and they reach their arm out with the cookie sheet out the window, and they bang the cookie sheet on the ground, hit the corner of it on the ground, on the curb outside the window while they're hanging out the window. They bang it on the ground a couple times and they pull it back in the window.
And it happens every time you go there.
Yeah.
I'm going to venture to say that I think it's you. I think you're the problem here.
It's the problem. I'm the problem. It's me.
It's her. Yep, that's right. I know where she's going with that. I think they see you pulling up and go, oh, she's here. Get the pan. Get the pan.
Anyway, okay. So,
what an episode this is.
Yeah.
Steph.
Okay.
What's your...
my number 5?
Your number 5 least favorite chore.
My least favorite. Mine's kind of a combo.
Okay.
I feel like I kind of do them together. And I dislike them equally.
Okay.
I will say them in the order that I do them.
Okay.
Dusting / polishing.
What are you polishing?
Like wood furniture.
Oh, just like a little like spray polish, and you can wipe it down.
Sometimes, but sometimes like when it's like a nice like piece of furniture, there's like this nice furniture polish that you like put on the sponge. It's like the sort of like a liquidy thing, and you put it on a sponge and it smells gross.
Okay.
And you have to like spread it around and you smear it on there, and you like have to really spread it in there, and it's kind of oily, and you got to let it dry, and then you got to like spread it some more. Anyway.
Well, see, that's too fancy for my blood. That's why I didn't know what you were even talking about. But either way, like, I wouldn't like that either.
Yeah. Well, then sometimes you just use the spray, but you got to spray it on the washcloth or whatever you use, and then you have to like smear it around, but then you can't get it on any glass. And then sometimes, when you're cleaning.
Yeah, because then it leaves that residue.
Yeah. Well, then sometimes you're cleaning and you accidentally grab the wrong cloth because you think it's the glass cloth, but it's not. It's the polished cloth. And then you're smeared your glass, and then you're like, oh, crap. Now I got to get a brand new cloth to clean the polish off the glass. Then you're 30 minutes behind your cleaning schedule.
Right.
It's a whole mess.
Right. And then your whole life's changed forever.
Yeah, and then you're frustrated, and the whole thing's ruined. But anyway, I just don't like the polishing. It's just too much dust floating in the air, or the dusting. Too much dust floating around. And then the polishing, there's just spray everywhere. And then like you got to touch that cloth. You spray that spray, and then it's like wet in your hand, and you got to touch it. And like it.
Yeah. It's funny. I'm with you on one and I'm completely against you on the other. So the froofy polishing sounds terrible to me. That does not sound fun at all. I like dusting though.
The dust floating around?
But see, here's the thing. You're thinking about the consequences of the dusting. You're not thinking about the action itself. You're thinking about you know what I mean?
I don't like dusting. The action. I don't like the action. That's.
So the act of moving your arm back and forth and dusting is the part you don't like. It's not the particles in the air.
The chore of dusting, the experience, I don't enjoy.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I like it because I like seeing the dust leave something. Because then guess what? They're in the air, they're going to fall, and then you vacuum or you sweep, right? You dust first.
That is the first thing you do, though. I agree.
Top to down. That's something my mom taught me.
Top to down.
She didn't say it like that. My mom is a very smart, educated woman.
Top to down.
But it means the same thing. Top to bottom. Start at the top, work your way to the bottom. That's how you clean.
So when do you clean the fan? The fan blades? First? Very first?
If I'm going to clean them, it's first, yeah. Because then it all works its way down. No, do I clean my fans every time I dust? I don't. That's something that me and millions of Americans are bad at.
What a shame.
Keeping up on. But it is good to clean your fan blades, people, so make sure you do that. Please do that. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, with the polish, the only thing I've ever really done, because I've never had really nice wood furniture. I've had cheap wood furniture. Or just older wood furniture that it's already got some stains on it, like it's kind of older. And I just use what's the spray, like gold or whatever. Just the cleaner, just the wood cleaner and stuff. I'll use that, but that's about it. And that. But yeah, the polishing you're talking about, that sounds like a lot of stress.
Well, I don't do that for everything. There's just a couple pieces of furniture. Yeah. So what's your least favorite?
My least of our five, or my most of our five, depending how you want to say it. My number 5 least favorite chore.
Yeah, don't overcomplicate it.
Is raking / bagging leaves. Now, this could change depending on where you live in the country. Also changes in what city you live in, and sometimes what neighborhoods you live in within your city. Some people let you just rake your leaves over to the side of the street. That's fine, right? The thing that I hate the most, raking sucks. I don't like raking leaves.
Oh, you get blisters on your hands.
Exactly. Now, for the record, I'm someone who loves mowing. I love getting out in the yard and taking care of business, right? Seeing that grass nice and short and cut and good.
See, that's what I thought would have been your favorite instead of vacuuming.
You know what? Yes, it is 100% my favorite. So I'm glad I came to that conclusion with you.
That's when you said vacuuming, I thought you said just like when you like the lines are perfect, just like when you mow. I'm like, mowing is your favorite.
We went back there, and you're right. You know me so well. Funny how that works. I love mowing. Yeah. Her and I talk about, when in the future when we purchase a home, like, I cannot wait to mow. I hope we got some good yard space. Ugh, I cannot wait to mow that thing. Anyway, raking though sucks. Hate it. Don't like it. I love the fall. I love the leaves. They're changing colors. They're pretty. But get them off my lawn unless someone else takes care of it for me. I'm also extra influenced by my current living situation because, and Steph knows this because she parks under it. On my block, and I've looked, I am the only one on my block, to have a giant ass maple tree the size of Idaho in my yard.
Your leaves are bigger than my head.
And some leaves probably are actually bigger than your head. It's huge. And I live in what's called, I never heard of this till I moved to Tennessee, but maybe they're everywhere, or like they're called this everywhere, but 0 lots. Very small lots. Yeah. So, and I technically live in a condo, or not a condo, a duplex. So like there's somebody next to me. Like I have a shared wall technically. And so my yard's small, their yard's small. My maple tree in the fall, when everything's falling, it's terrible. I have such a small yard, but I have to rake not just my yard, but my neighbor's yards, 2 of them, because I'm in between 2 different homes. And I have to do it 4 to 5 times throughout like October. Sometimes November and December, too, if it takes a little longer for the leaves to fall.
Yeah.
In fact, this previous year, I was doing it in January. Leaves were still coming down.
Yeah. I don't envy you.
It sucks. And it makes me feel like trash because no one else even has barely any, like, trees in their yards. Or if they do, they're smaller and they're easy to rake one Saturday in the fall, and then you're done. For me, And then I got to bag them because in my town, Steph and I live in neighboring towns, in my town, you can't just put them at the side of the street. I think where you live, you can. Your city lets you put it.
Yeah, you can just put them on the street.
Back home, it could be like that for us too, or at least the last place I lived. However, not here.
Which to me,
bagging it up sucks.
To me, it's so stupid that you have to bag them because guess what? Leaves they decompose. Why are you putting them in stupid plastic bags that don't decompose, and you're putting them in the earth, and these plastic bags don't decompose. So you have these natural leaves that decompose naturally. I
know, yeah. I thought about that too.
And you're literally putting them in plastic things to dig and put them in the earth. Why are you doing that?
But then here I am.
That is so stupid.
Here I am. It's close to Halloween, right? And I've got, no one else has these. And I got,
like you got bodies on
I got 6 dead bodies in black bags sitting outside of my house for weeks because the city hardly ever comes by our neighborhood to get anything. And I'm the only person on the block that does because no one else has the leaves to bag. I get so mad about this. Why isn't this my number 1?
I don't know, but it should be.
Well, because the chore itself isn't horrible. It's just the thought of it.
I get mad at you when you rake because you put them in plastic bags. I know you can't help it, but I get mad at you for it.
You get mad at me for it?
Yeah.
Okay, what would you do if you lived here? There's a question. Have you ever thought about what it'd be like if you were here?
I would buy the paper bags.
Oh my gosh.
And I would put them in the paper bags.
All right, whatever. Ready?
No.
What's your number 2?
Actually, hold on.
What number 4?
Actually, I would say that that chore is not on my list, but if it were, it would be my number 1 because I hate raking so much, but it's not on my list because I hire someone to do it because I hate it that much.
See, I would have to hate something a lot to pay somebody else to do something.
Exactly.
So why isn't it on your list then?
Because I don't actually do it.
Okay. I mean, I halfway follow the logic.
Yeah.
There.
So that's enough. That'll get me by.
All right.
Okay.
Well, guess what?
My number 4.
When we live together, I will take care of the leaves.
I'm not paying. I know I'll save some money.
Yeah, save some money. Exactly. I'm not going to have you.
If we have to bag it.
Or you can pay me.
Listen, if we have to bag, we'll compromise there. You can rake it. Okay. I won't spend the money to pay somebody to do it. Okay. Well, I'll save money there, but we won't buy plastic bags. We'll buy paper bags.
That's fine.
Okay.
Or hopefully it's a place where we could just
Put it on the street.
put it on the street. All right.
Okay. My number 4. Okay. My number 4, least favorite chore is cleaning off the couch or the chairs. And I know that doesn't seem super obvious.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like much.
Okay. But when you have 2 cats, they're cleaning off all the cat hair.
That's your problem, though.
Right. But it's when you take like a wet like washcloth and you're like wiping the whole couch and in between the cushions. And then then it's like
fun.
rolled up cat hair. And then you have to go to the sink and you have cat hair stuck all over your hand, rolled up in between your fingers, and you have to like wash it off and then wash the washcloth off. And then you have to go back to the couch and do the whole thing and in between the cushions. And you don't know how much hair you're going to pull out from in between the cushions and like, bleh.
Yeah, I completely understand why
like
you would not like that. In fact,
Yeah.
I wouldn't like it either.
Yeah.
Right? If I had the cats, there's 2 solutions. Either get rid of the cats, or, which of course is not an option,
No, it's not.
or keep the cats off the couch. Too
No!
late. I mean, it's too late now. I'm just saying.
That's not an option either.
I'm just saying. I mean, it could be.
No,
I mean, it could be. People do that.
not
but,
for me.
Okay, I'm just saying that. Well, I'm just saying you're walking right into it. I don't have a solution with the leaves.
Look, I'm not saying it's not worth it. It's just my least favorite.
Right. That's true. We didn't add the
I'm not
the
asking for
asterisk
a
at the end.
solution.
Our top, I know, I'm mansplaining right now. Top 5 least favorite chores, but are still worth it. We didn't add that.
Yeah.
We should have. Yeah, I can't speak much to that. I mean, once in a blue moon, I'll clean the fabric of my couch, but nothing goes on it except my butt on one cushion. You know what I mean? Right? One
Yeah.
butt, one cushion. One problem. All right. So now that nobody laughed at that, I'm going to go to my number 4. And then after I go through my number 4, we're going to start a little journey with the woman who invented the dishwasher, who hated washing dishes. Huh.
Okay.
Okay. My number 4 is, I want to be specific here. I think a lot of people would, on their list, if I were to guess, have something in the laundry category somewhere in here. Right? In the laundry process.
Oh, like least favorite?
Least favorite chores, right? I bet you that's common, if I were to guess.
Okay.
For me, it is the folding and hanging of laundry, specifically. So I want to start by saying, I don't mind gathering up laundry, throwing it in the washer, throwing it in the dryer, cleaning out the dryer sheet, or throwing the dryer sheets in, cleaning out the lint. All that. I don't care. That stuff's fine. I like it. It's cool. But folding laundry... And even worse, hanging it? Oh my gosh, gag me with the spoon. I don't like it. Don't like it. Where do you stand on that?
It's
you
fine.
do it too.
It's fine.
Like it's fine. You nothing it, probably.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind it.
When I'm having really bad weeks,
I love sorting. I love sorting clothes.
that I don't like that.
I love it.
I don't like that. I think I can pinpoint it why specifically, and I'll get to that. And actually, I guess get to it now because I already forgot the other thing I was going to say, which is, I think the thing I hate the most about like the sorting part of the laundry, like of that process, right, is, and I'm combining that with folding and putting away laundry and all that stuff, is the socks. The socks make me so mad.
I love the socks.
Why? Half the time, one of them's inside out, and
That's your fault.
How?
Because when you put them in the laundry basket, they're inside out.
No, they're not.
Yeah. They have to be. They don't magically turn inside out in the washing machine.
I swear.
No, they don't.
Well, maybe they are, but that's not the point. I still hate it. Here's what I was going to say. My most stressful weeks, and I bet you there's other people. I bet you. I'm talking to you. You listening right now.
Not me.
I know you can. I know you'll agree with me, and you'll feel this on a deep level. Ready? So my most stressful weeks, and I'm just not feeling it, having a bad time. That's directly reflected in the fact that I would have laundry that is sitting in the dryer, for more than like a couple days. It's just sitting there because I don't want to deal. I don't have the mental capacity to fold that laundry. So instead, what I would do, I've done this before.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. That would be a perfect freaking name for a game show.
What?
The way you just said that.
What?
Fold that laundry.
Fold that laundry.
Yes.
I mean, I would fund that game show if they would fold my laundry for me.
The way you said that just now, though, that was perfect. I mean, I could see it. The lights.
I was recently
fold that laundry.
I was recently told by somebody that I would be a good host for like a game show.
You would, though. You would. I don't mean to distract you. I'm so sorry. I just saw it. I saw the lights flash. I saw it.
I'll do a show called Fold That Laundry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Fold That Laundry.
Perfect.
But anyway, don't like it. And yeah, but that is a direct reflection. I've been there before. Steph was very sweet to me during a very dark time for me a couple years ago. And if she would have ever looked in my dryer, she would have always seen clothes in there.
I think a couple times I folded them for you.
She did, actually. Well, I know you did. You helped me when I got hurt. I remember that.
Yeah, but I think there was one time, though.
You probably did.
Well, I think a couple of times. I think you just had a lot going on, and I think we just did some chores together a couple nights.
We did, and that was very sweet.
Yeah.
I do remember that, actually, kind of vividly now that you mentioned it. I remember that now. But for me, it's just one of the things where if I'm not... since it's one of my least favorite things, it's like, not happening.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know what it is. I think part of it's mental, like if I could just get past it. But like, these days I'll do it. I still hate it. Every time I'll be like sitting in here working, then I go, okay, the dryer just went off. And I literally have to do, okay, just gonna be 20 minutes. Just get it done. You know what I mean? Like I have to mentally prepare myself to go get my laundry.
What's your least favorite thing to fold?
I get mad about the socks, but we established that's probably my fault. My favorite thing to fold is towels.
Oh, I love folding towels.
Love folding towels. Well, out of all of the things, my least, I guess the least of these worries is the towels for me.
I love folding towels.
I would say, I don't know, probably like t-shirts and stuff, I guess. T-shirts or socks. Because some t-shirts are shaped weird and like the bottoms get weird, then you got to redo them.
I don't fold really any t-shirts.
I do because I have so many and I don't need to hang them.
I know. I hang all of it. I hate folding silky pajamas because you fold them and then they just slide everywhere. So what's the point?
Right. Sure. Oh, this is very like circumstantial, but dress pants, like slacks, those suck to hang because you got to fold them at the seam. And sometimes it can be hard to fold them at the seam without it like falling apart at the other end. Then you got to redo it, and that's how you hang them.
Oh, I have to teach you. Super easy.
Okay, well, teach me, because I've been doing it for almost 30 years and not figured it out.
Super easy. I got to teach you a trick.
Well, I do get it, for the record.
I know, but I'll teach you a trick.
Okay. All right. Okay. Enough of laundry. I'm starting to get anxious just thinking about it because I have laundry to do tomorrow.
Oh, do you?
Like, once again, I'll get the laundry. I just don't want to deal with all the folding afterwards. So, Steph, did you know that the first dishwasher to be granted a patent was all the way back in 1850?
No.
Think about it, 1850. It's a long time ago. That was done by Joel Houghton. Now, this is very primitive compared to what we see as the modern day one. So it was a wooden box that used a hand-turned wheel to splash water on dirty dishes, and it had like scrubbers. That's what it was, right? Very different than what we have now. There was no like water pressure per se, right? Or heat.
So like
hot water. None of that.
Help
was
me
a thing.
visualize this though. Is it like one dish at a time? Because you couldn't put multiple dishes in there, right?
It was small. Yeah, you could only put like one or two dishes in at a time, and it would like scrub the dish, next one in, right?
Okay.
However, by the way, all of this information, before I get into it, it's so funny. I don't even have the place where I got all this information. I didn't cite my source this time. It was all from one website.
Oh, no.
So I apologize.
Did you already close out of your website?
Say what?
Did you already close out of your website?
Oh, you know what? I lied. Here it is. Almost all of this information came from the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers website.
Ooh, it must be accurate.
It is a .org.
Engineers wrote it.
Well, if there's one thing that engineers love talking about, it's the fact that they're engineers. I've learned that.
That's very true.
And, yeah. Anyway, sorry to any of the engineers listening, but you yourself know it's true if you are one. Okay. So that was done in 1850. However, Joel Houghton didn't conceive the idea of what we see as like the modern day dishwasher. The idea of the modern day dishwasher, as we know it, was the brainchild of Josephine Cochrane. And that was patented about 30 years later in 1886, so a little over 30 years later. So her version of the machine was the first to use water pressure instead of scrubbers to clean the dishes, making it more...
1886?
1886, yes.
Okay.
So her version, was to use water pressure instead of just scrubbers to clean the dishes, making it more efficient than previous versions. The modern day dishwasher is also the modern day dishwasher is so impactful, her invention. She was actually inducted into the U.S. National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2006, which is kind of cool. But why did she swoop in and optimize the dishwasher as we know it? Because like many of us, she absolutely hated washing dishes. And we're going to get into why, like she had a breaking point. Josephine did. Do you have something to say?
Yeah, are you sure 1886?
Yes, Stephanie.
What was the first date?
1850.
1850? I thought you said 1950.
I said 1850. That's why when I said, can you believe
it? I
it?
was confused.
And you didn't seem that shocked.
Yeah.
Like 1850,
I
Steph.
thought you said 1950. I was pretty confused. Okay. I'm on board now.
Anyway.
I'm back on board.
So if you're doing the math, long after she passed in 2006, she was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Well, that's why I got confused. I thought that's like way later.
So clearly her invention paid off. At least her version did. And I just think it's so funny because reading her story, literally, and we'll learn more about it in the second half of this information. But yeah, she had a breaking point. It's like, she hated washing dishes, so she was going to make it. And she was even quoted, I'll say this part now as a little teaser into the next part. But she was even quoted saying, and this is according to the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office website. She was quoted saying, if nobody else is going to invent a mechanical dishwashing machine, I'll do it myself.
Uh-huh.
That was her. That was, according to them, that's what she was quoted saying. And she did.
Good for her.
We'll get into that story and what exactly triggered that and how it became what it is today after our next couple least favorite chores on the list. So I just wanted to paint the picture.
Oh, I'm excited to hear about the story.
Yeah, Josephine Cochrane. But that did shock me when I first looked this up, like 1850.
Yeah, that seems like pretty...
No, it doesn't sound like it's very efficient.
No.
Right? Okay. You're up, Steph, for your number 3.
Okay.
What's your number 3 least favorite chore?
Cleaning litter boxes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if I had cats, I would put that on my list for sure.
I think it's pretty straightforward.
It sucks. We had cats growing up, hated it. Not the cats part. I like cats, but the cleaning the litter boxes part. Yeah.
Well,
and
Sadie.
I
know. Well, Sadie also. I don't know. Sadie gets in the litter box.
Sadie? They may not know.
One of my cats.
Okay.
Where she gets in the litter box and like sticks her butt halfway out. So like she pees halfway in the litter box and halfway out of the litter box.
That's her though.
What do you mean that's her?
I swear to God she knows what she's doing.
I don't know. Sometimes she might. Sometimes
she's old.
She doesn't.
Like,
she's not old.
Wow. I've never seen you get so defensive.
She's not old. She's territorial. So it's probably...
Well, first of all, she's not young, first of all.
Well, she's not young.
What I was trying to say by old was saying it's not like she's like an immature little kitten.
She's 10. She's 10.
Yeah, so she's like a little past middle age.
Yeah.
What's that mean? Old. Not old.
She's not senile.
Are you saying all old people are senile?
No.
You hear that, anybody who's listening?
No.
There's that demographic, I look at our analytics, there's like 2% of our listener base is like over the age of 60. All right? So that 2% was just very offended by what you said.
Oh, they're all right.
All right.
Look. Okay. Anyway, she pees sometimes outside the litter box. So then it goes on the mat. You got to clean that up.
I've had to clean it before.
Yeah, when you've watched her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. And then it's like she like pees on the side of the litter box and it gets under the lid. And then you got to take the lid off. And then sometimes then she'll scratch. So then there's holes in the plastic lining. So then it gets under that. And then you got to wipe that off. And it's all gross. And what?
I do have a question. I was raising my hand.
Yeah.
For those of you who didn't see.
Yeah.
Would it be still number 3 on your list if that part of it didn't happen and it was just normal cleaning out a cat box like most cats? Like just cleaning out the pee and the poop? Would it be on your list at all, you think? Or is it this particular inconvenience that makes it? Yeah.
Inconvenience.
Okay. I mean, that is really sucky.
Yeah. No, I don't think it'd even be on my list if it was.
Because it's one and done really quick, right? You do it, let me guess, you do it twice a day?
Yeah.
Morning and night?
Yeah.
I guess.
If it was that simple, it'd be easy.
See,
but
cleaning out cat boxes isn't bad if you keep up with it, but it can very easily get really bad.
It can.
If you don't keep up with it.
Definitely can.
Because then you don't want to do it.
Well, Sadie, so Mia, who's the other cat, she's diabetic. So there's 2 litter boxes. Sadie has one that has a hole on the top because she can't stand halfway in it. So she jumps in it. But Mia is diabetic, and so she can't really jump very well. And so she won't use that one. So she has a normal one for her. So Sadie will sometimes still use that one. And that's the one that she pees halfway in. But the one that has the top entry, it's easy to clean. Always. It's super easy. So
those cats run that house, man.
I know.
She knows it.
I know. So anyway.
That's annoying. I've had my fair share of normal cat box cleaning, and that would still be on my list, even just normal cat box.
It would.
It's sometimes, I'm sure you look at this from time to time, or maybe you're used to it now, but I'm kind of surprised at what can come out of cats sometimes. Not to get too specific.
Are you?
Yes.
What have you been investigating?
Big poops.
I don't investigate much.
Big poops. You're telling me you don't see them when you get them? You got to see them to put them in the bag or wherever you're putting them.
Well, they're buried, so I really just scoop and...
There's some big poops is all I'm saying. I've seen them.
Okay.
So someone's like, is this a cat or a tiger in here? You know what I mean? Sometimes you just don't know. Anyway. All right, I think you'll like my number 3.
Okay.
I consider this a chore. Maybe not all people would, but I do. Okay?
Okay.
My number 3 is grocery shopping / putting food away.
Oh.
Hate it. Don't know which part I hate more. Actually, yes, I do. Grocery shopping.
Yeah.
I love
part with the people you hate.
Yeah, exactly. But it's such a huge element that I hate the whole process. I actually don't mind the actual act of going to the grocery store and getting food, which is why I go at 7 in the morning when no one's there. Right?
Like a crazy person.
No, like a person who has... When you go at 7 in the morning, and Steph even agreed with me off camera here, or off microphone here, I'm like, Steph, you know why I like to go early? 1, there's no people. That's why I hate it so much. But 2, they just put out fresh produce.
I get that part.
And I love that.
But I will never go at 7 in the morning.
And so that part is huge. And then also there's no people. And the people are the biggest reason why I hate grocery shopping. There's no one that I'm trying to hide from. There's no one that I'm anticipating that I'm going to see. I just don't like the amount of people there are. There's so many people. There's so many hands touching all the food all day if you go at 3 p.m. or whatever time you go. That's just gross. And people are just gross. And I like to have my space. On the second half of this, putting food away, I hate it. I don't want to do it. I force myself to do it because I can't leave food sitting out, so I take care of it, right? I'll wash whatever, put it all away, but I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't have much else to say besides that. We need food to survive, so I will continue to do this for the rest of my life, but I don't want to. I wish... And also, by the way, before you say... Not you, Steph. I mean anybody. Just well, you could do you could do the Kroger online, or you can order right through the services. I want to be the one picking out my produce. I don't want somebody else manhandling my apples. All right. You heard me.
As opposed to the other thing that sounds close to.
Like what? Manhandling my apples?
Yeah.
What else does apples sound like? I don't even know what else it sounds like.
I don't know.
Apple asshole, I guess. A little bit. That's about it. Remember, like, back in the day when, like, they would make you, like, or not, no one would make you do it, but, like, your friend, at least with the boys, we'd do it. You'd put your index finger and your thumb on your tongue and pull it out, and then say, "I'm an apple." Like, okay, I'm an asshole. It sounds like you're saying that. Did you ever do that?
No.
Oh, that's what it made me think of.
Oh.
That's what we did. We were stupid kids. Like, oh my God, you said a bad word. Anyway, yeah, I like to do it myself, so it's just kind of a necessary evil. But yeah, grocery shopping / putting food away.
That's not on my list.
I love Steph. Steph is just. Are you here? Are you gone?
Yeah, I'm
You just have
here.
nothing to say now.
Yeah, I'm here. I don't have. That's not on my list. But
Okay, well, if
I don't love it. I don't share your same enthusiasm though for going 7 at 7 in the morning.
I don't want to. I'm not enthusiastic about it.
You are. You text me at 8 o'clock in the morning. I've already gone to the grocery store.
See,
You wake. I'm still in bed.
No, listen.
I'm still in bed.
Did you hear
and
how
you
she said
text
it?
me.
When I'm messaging you, I'm just telling you what I've done so far for the day. I'm never like, I already got back at this time.
Yes, you did. Yes, you do.
No, I don't do that.
Yes, you do. You say, "Can you believe it? I've already done this, and I've already done this, and I've already done this, and I'm still in bed."
You're exaggerating so highly, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
The only part that I'm happy about doing it is that, look, I'm back and I didn't get to see anybody, and it's awesome.
Okay.
Not like, hey, I got there so early. It's not really that.
Okay.
It's like, hey, I did it and I avoided people.
Yeah. I'm just saying I'm not as enthusiastic about it as you are.
Well, I wish I could go. No, I don't actually. I do want to do it in the morning. So never
I'd
mind.
prefer to go at night.
Hey, what's your number 2?
I'd prefer to go at night.
Why? At night is when you want to be home with your family and close with the people you love, not out doing things.
Yeah, that's when I'm awake. At night.
What's your number 2?
No, see, now I have stuff to say, and now you're saying what's my number 2.
What stuff do you have to say? Here we go, folks. She's going to have one sentence, and that's it. This is how it goes every time. She actually has nothing to say. Go on. Go ahead.
So my number 2 is. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, I like to go to Target at night.
I feel like that's a little different, though. You don't do your grocery shopping at Target.
Yeah, I do. That's where I grocery shop.
You get your groceries at other places.
Not really. I mostly grocery shop at Target. I get meat at like Fresh Market.
I had no idea. Target's like, I'm sorry, but Target's like the worst place to get your groceries.
Well, I'll get like meat and like vegetables sometimes at Trader Joe's or Fresh Market.
I'd say do not get your produce from
No.
Target.
I mean, no. But like everything else I'll get at Target.
Oh, what? Like your snacks and things like that?
Yeah,
and all
like
that?
bread and everything else. Like
I guess that, I understand, but...
literally everything else at Target, but just not like produce or meat.
Okay.
So like household items and everything else, like
You know what?
pantry goods and
I guess I also like get way less stuff than you do. I also live alone. You don't. But like, yeah, I'll just split mine up between like Kroger and Sprout or whatever, you know, and just depending on what I get from place to place. But I also get these days I mainly just get produce. So usually like, I mean, I get some snacks and some things, but I keep what I eat super simple. So like I'm just thinking, what would you need to get there? But I guess that makes sense if you get like bread or whatever. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. My number 2 is. Do you have any guesses?
No.
My number 2. Least favorite chore is mowing the grass.
Well, we already solved that issue. I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you never mow. That's why I pay somebody to do it. Don't say that. When's the last time you mowed? It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. But I do hate it.
Why? Some people do. I'm just curious. Why?
Because okay, you really want to know? You want me to? You want to know? You
I
want me to
figured
go
you
through
tell us
everything?
because you put it on your list.
Well, I hate it because okay.
Is this tied to some deep childhood story?
No, it's hot.
Yeah.
And so you get sweaty and sticks and those Pokeballs fling at your legs and scratch you. Then also mosquitoes are out and you get mosquito bites. And then also you have socks and tennis shoes on because if you wear flip-flops or something, then your feet will get cut and you'll bleed. And then you're sweaty and then your socks are soggy and then you get blisters. And then you mow the grass. But when you have a large yard and the back of your yard is covered by trees and there's not a lot of grass, but there's just enough grass and weeds that you have to mow it, then it's dusty. So then you mow, but it's like a dust storm and you breathe in and your mouth is so dry, it's like you're in a desert. And then when you come in and you blow your nose, it's like you could plant a terrarium in the tissue. And then you have allergies for 4 days.
See, everything you just described sounds like a fun Saturday to me.
So, and it takes you all day on a Saturday. And then you have to rest all day Sunday to recover. It's awful.
I will say the bugs and the pokies and like things like that, that's definitely like the more humid southern part of it. If you were mowing elsewhere, some of that stuff wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Like,
this is all push mower, not riding, just FYI. I feel like it wouldn't be, if you had a riding mower, I feel like I wouldn't hate it nearly as much. But I hate push mowing. I
love mowing, period. And I don't know why. Like, I think it's just because it's relaxing and you can see immediate progress of something.
I like that part of it.
But
I like that part of it. I do. Like in the fall, I enjoy mowing in the fall, except for that it's leaves and then my allergies are bad.
Yeah.
But I like that part of it because it's cooler and it's not as humid or hot. But
you know, one reason why I hate the southern humidity so much is that, so for like, when we're not in the thick of summer and it's not super humid, but I still have to mow, because sometimes that'll go into the fall a little bit, or it'll be, obviously spring too. Before it gets super humid, I will get up, surprise, surprise, butt crack of dawn and mow, right? It's not super hot yet, and like it's just easier to mow. Less critters out, all this stuff. But the problem is that I can't do that and avoid those things in the summer, because in the summer, if you do it first thing in the morning, it's so wet from the humidity overnight.
Yeah.
The grass is so wet, you can't do it. So, like, that sucks, and I miss being able to mow in the morning. But anyway, I understand your reasoning, though.
Yeah.
I do.
I just don't like it.
I mean, as soon as I mow, I have to take a shower afterwards, especially here, because like I'm so disgusting.
Well, it's your favorite, though.
It is my favorite, but then again, I can knock it out in 30 minutes in my yard. So,
yeah. What's your number 2?
My number 2, you won't be surprised by this one. There's probably 2 that you're thinking of, and the last 2 are the 2 that you're thinking of. That sentence didn't go anywhere. My number 2 is specifically loading and unloading the dishwasher. Mm. Now, let me say this. What I was going to tell you at the beginning, my initial answer for like my favorite thing, I love hand washing dishes too. Love it. Mm-hmm. Love hand washing dishes. I hate loading the dishwasher. Loading it. I also hate unloading it.
I know, because that's why you only start your freaking dishwasher once a week.
No, I only start it once a week because I'm one person and I don't go through that many dishes.
Yeah, because you'll wait until you have no freaking forks.
Right, and then I'll wash them. I hate it. I hate.
Well, yeah, because I'll come over and not have a fork.
It's like, yeah, well, dishwasher day's tomorrow. But you know why? You know why I do that? Because I have to mentally prepare myself to unload a dishwasher. I hate it because there's always that one thing that's not clean because it's got it flipped over. It's got water in it. You know what I mean? And I hate that. So then I got to hand wash that afterwards.
You have a crappy dishwasher.
That's happened to me in every dishwasher I've ever used. For the record.
Okay.
It has. So I've always had crappy dishwasher. Sorry, I'm not as fancy as you are. But like,
well, I'm not saying I'm fancy.
Well, alrighty, we'll leave it at that. But I don't know. It's that always happens, and then that's just a small part of it, though. The main part is that it takes so much time, and I got to bend over, pick this thing up, find where it goes. I got to stack these bowls up. I don't want to do this. And the silverware, don't get me started on how rough it is to unload the silverware.
See, you want to know a secret?
Oh,
I love unloading the dishwasher because everything has its place.
Good.
And everything goes where it should go.
You can always unload the dishwasher in our home.
Okay. Everything goes where it should go, and it goes in order, and everything fits in a place.
This is good. This is where you and I match up really well because no way. I'll mow the lawn every day.
It's satisfying to put things where they go.
See, to me, that part doesn't matter, but I understand why for you that does. But anyway, can't do it, right? Even like loading the dishwasher, though, I didn't really touch on that part too much yet. Loading the dishwasher also for me. This might be the part that most people like probably don't really care about so much. Like, whatever, it's loading it, right? You're just putting a dish away. I still hate it. I hand wash my dishes a lot of the time just because I don't want to deal with like opening it up, moving it out, putting it in there.
Well, your dishwasher is though super heavy.
The lid is heavy. Yeah,
it falls, and it's so.
Well, it's because the hinge is like busted. I mean, like
it's like kaboom.
Right.
It's
that
so
might
heavy.
play a part.
I think so because you have to like break your back to bend over to set it on the ground.
Yeah, that might actually play a part. But I've always hated unloading dishwashers, no matter what. So.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk more about Josephine Cochrane. What do you say?
Okay, I'm excited to hear the story.
So as I said before, Josephine's like hatred for washing dishes by hand was the reason for her like push to invent like the modern day dishwashing machine, right? Well, there's a culmination of like there's a bunch of things that happened that brought her to the situation to where she wanted to do this. So Josephine, she was married into a very wealthy family, and they hosted a ton of dinner parties, right? So most meals were served on her expensive, like, heirloom china. And they were a wealthy enough family to have household staff, okay? And who would wash the dishes, but often they would end up, like, chipping or damaging her china, right?
Oh, no.
And she didn't like that very much. So it got to the point to where she opted just to wash the dishes herself. So she started washing her own dishes. But she learned after a few times of doing it herself that she was also damaging her own dishes, and it was frustrating her, so much so to the fact that she decided that she wanted to build a machine that could clean the dishes carefully, but also efficiently. And that's where I have in my note here the quote of her saying, "If nobody else is going to invent a mechanical dishwashing machine, I'll do it myself," right? So how did she do it, right? She wanted to make it, but does she have any background in this? Well, no, she does not have any sort of engineering or mechanical background. She got engineering help from George Butters, and together they built a prototype behind her house in Shelbyville, Illinois.
Oh, wow.
Which, if you're curious, Steph, that's like south of where I'm from, like an hour and a half or something.
Okay.
Anyway, but not too far away from home, which is kind of interesting. So what the prototype that they built for a mechanical dishwasher, right, is as follows. Now, this is a direct quote right here, and this is from the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers website. To make the machine wash dishes efficiently, Cochrane measured the width, height, and length of plates, cups, and saucers, and constructed wire compartments for the china to sit in. The compartments separated each piece of dishware. At the bottom of the machine was a container that held soap. The compartments were placed inside a wheel that laid flat within a copper boiler, according to the Lamelson MIT program profile of Cochrane. A motor powered the wheel, which turned as soapy water was squirted on the dishes to clean them.
Oh.
So a lot, not quite the same, but a lot closer to what we envision as the dishwasher. Right?
Yeah.
she was then granted a patent for this machine in 1886, which she appropriately named the Cochrane dishwasher, because of course you would. This is pretty interesting too. So she founded Cochrane's Crescent Washing Machine Company in 1897 and began marketing her product to restaurants, hotels, and other various establishments in the hospitality industry, right? So this wasn't a household thing yet, right? These were big machines, probably, if I don't have this information, but probably very expensive, if I were to guess. And it was interesting because she was leading this company, who was producing these machines, and there was quite a few attempts of investors who were interested, and who were like voicing their interest in investing in her company, but only would do so if a man would take over the company.
Mm-hmm.
And she very, strongly said no and turned down investments to lead the company the way that she wanted to lead it. And which I respect, right? She held her ground. That's pretty cool. But anyway, so as time went on, and newer homes were being built with the proper infrastructure to provide enough hot water for them, because for a long time, hot water wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dishwashers started entering homes in the 50s. So she already passed away by this point. She passed away in 1913. But her company went on to be acquired by KitchenAid, which is now a part of Whirlpool.
Mm-hmm.
So Whirlpool, at the very beginning, technically, or KitchenAid is a better way to say it. KitchenAid at the very beginning was Josephine Cochrane's thing.
Oh, that's so cool.
So anyway, just a fun little thing.
Cool.
But
that's really cool.
A woman who was mad that her house staff were breaking her dishes wanted to wash them herself, because if you're going to screw it up, I will. And then she broke them. She's like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm going to make a machine. And then she got the right people in her corner and built a little company and invented the dishwasher.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And no one talks about her.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's really neat. I like that story.
Now, I don't know if I like her because I hate the dishwasher, but
well,
it's a pretty cool invention.
Yeah, but to be honest, though, it does probably save like a lot of time.
Oh, yeah. Well, it also, like, statistically saves a lot of water, too.
Yeah, it does.
It's very efficient.
It does.
And that was something that she was concerned about, too, is efficiency. So,
yeah.
All
That's
right.
a good research.
Thank you. It's time for our number ones. And I do, by the way, Steph, have a surprise for you at the end.
Okay. I'm excited.
Just a little surprise, but
I'm
I think you'll like it. All right. Is it me or you?
Me.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
I have no idea what your number one is.
You don't?
Am I going to kick myself in the pants as soon as you say it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
That's because I told you a million times.
Great.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
My number one least favorite chore is vacuuming.
Oh, yeah, you have said that before. Maybe it's because it's hard for me to relate because I like it.
Yeah. I hate vacuuming.
This is kind of perfect, though. The things that you dislike and I like, this will be great. We're setting up a good system here.
That's the point of our show, too, huh?
Yeah, really.
Very different.
Right.
I don't like it. It's just so boring. You literally take a machine over every inch of the square footage of your house. Why? It just, I get why, but it's so boring. It's boring. That's all I have to say.
It's just like washing a dish, except the carpet is just one big dish.
It takes forever.
Picture your home as a sink. And the carpet
I don't have carpet in my home, though. I have floors. I vacuum the floors.
Once again, fancy. Picture your floors as the dish in your giant sink that you call your home. And you're slowly washing it.
I do, but then it gets boring.
I like how she tries to do that. She'll go, okay, just remember my home is a sink. You're not doing that.
Well,
no, but you try to.
I try for a little while, pretend it's a carpet and I can see the lines in it for a little bit, and then I get bored.
Do you listen to music while you do it?
No.
Do that.
No, why? You can't hear anything. It's too much noise everywhere.
Oh my God.
It's too much noise. The vacuum's loud, then you have music, and that's loud, and
That's just a distraction to have the time fly as you go.
There's too much noise everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Too many different noises.
I'm telling you, if you put those headphones in and listen to a song that you'd like,
there's too many different
you'd
noises.
listen to 3 songs, you'd be done, you'd be happy.
There's too many different noises. You know what? I don't like to have too many noises to where I can't be alert if I need to be alert. That's how I feel.
What should you be alert about?
I don't know, but I just don't.
Well, there's a deeper thing we should get into another time because you have nothing to be alert about when you're vacuuming.
I don't know.
Other than maybe tripping over the wire, but we don't have to get into that right now.
I don't know, but I just don't know. There's too many noises.
We already talked about how I like it, so we won't go into that very much, but I'll vacuum and you won't. There you go.
Sounds good.
You'll do the dishwasher and I won't.
Okay.
All right. Now, Steph, my number 1, you know what it is, so go ahead and say it.
See, you've assumed this whole time that I know what it is.
You don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Do you want me to give you a hint?
Yeah.
I always kind of want you to do it for me. And you love me and you do it for me.
Oh.
When I ask you to.
You literally asked me to do it tonight. Make your stinking bed. Put your sheets on.
Exactly. Let me clarify.
Put your sheets on for you.
It is not making the bed. I make my bed every morning.
Okay. Put your sheets on your bed.
I don't mind making the bed, which, by the way, you and I are in the minority there. Most people don't like to make the bed.
I do. Yeah, I'll make the bed.
But I do like doing that because it's a great way to start your day. You feel like you did something.
Yeah, I should have clarified.
But for me, my number 1 least favorite chore that I despise with the deep, bloody, blistering passion.
Oh, that's descriptive.
Well, it's a descriptive job. And it is putting on the sheets on your bed, like when it's time to change your sheets. I hate it so much. It's gotten worse over the years. Like, I've never liked it. But I don't know if it's because I'm getting older and crankier. I don't know. But now I'm just like, oh, God, I got to do it. It's been a while. It's time to change the sheets. Like, it's time. And Steph is good at it, though. But here's my problem. So, the fitted sheet, oh my gosh, I'm about to break my microphone. Every single time, and this is not an exaggeration, I do not put the fitted sheet on the right direction. The corners are not to the right corners. You know what I mean? And you can tell when you put it on wrong because you can turn it around. Every time. I cannot find it.
You have to use your arms as a measurement before you do it.
I do! I took your advice. It doesn't work. I'll still go, crap, I got to turn it around again. Because, when you think you got it right, and then you're like, put it 1 corner, other corner, 3rd corner, and then you can't reach the 4th corner. And you know why? Because it's on wrong.
You shouldn't be able to put the 3rd corner on.
Well, the 3rd corner's barely hanging on, so I'm like trying to hold on to hope that I'm doing it right, but I know that I'm wrong already. Then you see that flabby part on the side of the bed because that flabby part's the corner that should be next. Whatever. I don't like putting the sheets on. But the funny thing is, though, is that what I like to do when I'm making my bed by myself, and I don't make Steph do it for me, I do it directly before bed. So then the reward is getting into a bed with clean, brand new, cool sheets.
That's a smart way to do it.
So I give myself a reward. You think I want to do it on a Tuesday at 3 p.m.? Hell no. I'm doing it on a Thursday at like 10 p.m. when I'm going right into bed.
I never put sheets on and then don't fully make my bed.
Who would put the sheets on and not fully make their bed? I'm confused.
That's what you do. Like, you're saying you put sheets on and then, like, you don't fully make it. Like, you then get in and go to bed.
No, I do fully make it.
And then you pull it down to go to bed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do make the bed. Like, it goes up there, I'll go brush my teeth, whatever, and then I'll head into bed.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
So it's only made for like a minute.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood then.
Yeah, but I like to fold the blanket back. I do all that stuff. I do all that.
Oh, I put sheets on my bed like in the middle of the day. That's like when I do it.
Well, I think most people do it that way, but I hate it so much I have to do it at the end.
And I understand that. That's a smart way to do it for you, to like incentivize yourself.
Yeah, I try to incentivize myself for stuff like that. I have to. I gotta have something to look forward to, or else I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Should figure that out with the laundry. When I'm having like a rough week and I don't want to do my laundry, like don't want to fold it, what can I do to incentivize? I don't know. Honestly, I love going to bed so much. Maybe I should just do that before bed, too. Just go, after this, you can go to bed.
Maybe.
Because I love sleeping so much.
Or maybe you should put your laundry on your bed and then
Yeah.
you can't get into bed until you do it. I don't know.
I don't know. When I was in college, I was really bad with folding my laundry, and I would just have this wrinkly, clean laundry just sitting on my bed.
Oh.
And then guess what? And I'm not alone. I would just get into bed with the laundry there.
Oh.
Right. I was a different person.
Oh.
But that was a thing. So, yeah, anyway, that's mine. And Steph is a beautiful woman who will help me with my bed sheets if I ask. Sometimes she's done it without me asking, which really, that's kind of like, that's one of the ways to my heart. I know it sounds silly, but when Steph doesn't cook very much, but she does bake cheesecake, and she makes an amazing cheesecake. It's the best I've ever had. And literally, it's the best I ever had. And she'll make that for my birthday, and that's a good way to my heart. And then also helping me with my bed is another good way to my heart. I'm just being honest.
So putting your sheets on and making you cheesecake.
Yes.
That's all I have to do.
If you could do both. If you could make my bed while like preparing a cheesecake, my heart would melt right into my liver.
Okay.
So if
Good to know.
you could figure that out.
Good to know.
But anyway. Yeah. Wow, that's our least favorite chores, huh?
Yeah.
We would love to know what yours are. So feel free to if you're listening on Spotify, there's always a section where we ask a question. Answer that question. We'll give you a shout out and read it on the next episode. I will say usually Steph, here's your surprise.
Yeah, what's my surprise?
We're still going to do the drum roll. Like, we'll still do that. Usually, if you're new to the show, everybody, what we have done in the past is we randomly pull from topics to pick the next topic, right? But if you recall last episode, Steph really wanted to go over a certain topic, but I said the rule is somebody has to suggest it, and then we have to randomly pull it, right?
Yeah.
That's how the rule is. Well, we're 50% there, and I want to show you my love through this. So we had a suggestion, and this is a comment from Weston of Magic Man Mo fame. Check out Magic Man Mo on YouTube. So he commented on one of our Instagram posts, and he said, "For Pete's sake, I'll just do it. Top 5 suggestions, and they're all alien related."
Yes!
So he put
Thank you, Weston!
So he gave us a few options. I have a pick, but we can pick together right now. So this is we don't usually do this, everybody,
Thank
but we're doing.
Weston!
But I thought this would be a fun next episode. So we'll do it's either top 5 alien stories, top 5 alien show / movie / games, which I probably want to do. Cryptids, mysteries, shout out
What
to
are
Nancy Drew,
cryptids?
or dumbest conspiracies.
Ooh. What are cryptids?
Like urban legend creatures like Bigfoot or
Unicorn.
the Loch Ness Monster
Sirens.
or something. Stuff like that, to my knowledge. Here, how about this? Yeah, Bigfoot, Yeti, the Jersey Devil, Loch Ness Monster, stuff like that.
Okay.
So we can pick from that. Now, my vote, I think that, you know what? Why am I going to pick? You pick out of those which one you'd like to do.
Let's narrow it down. Okay.
Okay.
I want to do the cryptids or conspiracies, or what were the other 3?
You're going to name all of them except the one I want to do. Top 5 alien stories, alien shows or movies or games, all in one. Like alien-related stuff. Cryptids, mysteries, in parentheses, shout out to Nancy Drew. Or dumbest conspiracies.
Okay, take out mysteries.
Okay, no mysteries.
You take one out.
Me take one out?
Yeah, take one out.
Well, I guess probably alien stories, I guess.
Okay.
What's your vote? It's your vote. This is for you.
I'm sorry. I want to take the one you like out. I'm sorry.
You want to do cryptids?
No, now we have cryptids or...
dumbest conspiracies.
Oh, man.
But you're losing the aliens. We're no longer doing aliens.
Oh, no, I don't want to lose aliens.
Yeah, that's what you literally just did.
This is hard. I don't know.
Because we can keep dumbest conspiracies and throw them on the list, obviously.
Oh. Yeah, throw that on the list.
We can throw all these on the list.
Yeah,
we
throw
will.
them on the list.
But I was giving you the opportunity instead of randomly
It was so
drawing.
hard. You're putting me I'm on the spot right now, and I don't know. They're all so good. And if I get to pick,
So
I'm
really,
bad at
your two
decisions.
choices are alien stories or alien shows / movies or games sort of thing. That's the most...
I just didn't watch a lot of...
It could just be something that has an alien in it. It doesn't have to be
Games.
about... It doesn't have to be games. It can be anything just in that medium.
alien stories.
Okay. Alien stories it is.
Could it be anything? It could be like TV or like alien conspiracy stories.
So TV is in the other one. Alien shows, movies, or games.
Yeah, but that's not what I mean. I mean like those shows that are on Netflix about like the aliens abducted me, and like it could be like
I guess that's kind of a show.
Stories of alien abductions and things, right?
So we'll have to look up these stories and then share them.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Right? Is that what we're agreeing on? Or
I gave you the choice.
Can it be a combo? Can it be a combo of those two topics?
No. I mean, I guess. I think it'd be more fun if we just picked one or the other. And then we could always go back to another one later, too.
Alien stories.
All right, we're doing alien stories.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any more topics, shoot them our way. They are thrown into the hat, and we randomly pull it.
Thank you, Weston.
But this was my gift to Steph. Are you going to thank me?
Thanks, Alex.
Because I still met halfway.
You did meet halfway.
Because it was not randomly drawn.
Thank you.
But thank you, Weston.
If Weston had not done that, you wouldn't have offered it.
You're right, because I would have forgotten that we had the conversation.
Yeah.
So
thank you, Weston, but thank you, Alex, too.
I like how I stole his thunder, because I was like, he's probably thinking, you're welcome, Steph, that I'm coming in there going, hey, what about me? You going to thank me? All right, everybody, we've been here way too long. We're going an hour and 15. It's a long one.
Yeah, it's been fun. We have a lot to say about chores.
Steph, tell us one more time where people can find us.
At the 2Ps Pod on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Yeah, go ahead, check us out.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
We've been posting some fun stuff.
Yeah, if you want a little extra bonus kind of social media content. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. Check us out. So, everybody, thank you so much for listening to the Two Piece Podcast. We've been great as always, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.